All right, Southern Swing continues here. Day 5, we're in South Florida again. We're at American Heritage. One of the top receivers in the country, Brandon Inniss. Brandon just got a pretty, I guess, not physical, but very strenuous practice. You guys are doing a lot of running, a lot of route running out there.
Yes, sir.
How's spring ball going? How'd today go for you?
It's going pretty good, you know, getting back into things. This is our second week now. Coming in and putting in the plays, putting in the work. It's been pretty good. Today practice went smooth. It was a little lighter day, we used to say, but we got the work done that we needed.
Yep. You know, what are you working on this spring? You're a versatile guy, so you can do a lot of different things. What are some of your areas of focus this spring as you try and get ready for your senior season?
Right now, I'm just working on my overall game. Every little thing I can work on. My release off the press, catching in traffic, breaking the double team because our defensive coordinator likes to double team me every day. And so yeah.
That's a little shade being thrown there, but you know, look, you had a busy spring there, making some visits, got to Ohio State. What stood out to you about that trip, and kind of how are things going there with the Buckeyes?
What stood out in the family environment, you know, it was one of the, I mean, it wasn't really, the practice was amazing, but it wasn't really like, I never felt like I wanted to leave. It was like a home away from home, and so yeah.
You know, obviously you committed early to Oklahoma, and I know when we talked before you committed to Oklahoma, I know you didn't intend to ever decommit. I know you were one of those guys. You're not a game player. You're not one of those guys looking around. But obviously, you know, coaching changes, things like that happen. You know, how are you looking at things this time? Are you trying to get maybe things over with for your senior year, or are you going to take maybe even extra time with it this time around? And kind of how do you see things playing out maybe the next few months?
Right now, I don't really know when I'm gonna commit, but I know I'm gonna take it more careful, make sure I make the right decision for me and my family.
You set a visit to Ohio State for June.
Yep.
What was the date for that for people who may have not seen that yet?
17th through the 19th.
Okay,
official visit.
So that's your official visit. What would you need to see? You've been up to Ohio State a few times now, so there's probably not a lot of secrets there at this point. But what are maybe some important things for you on that visit?
I mean, that visit is just another thing to get closer to the coaches. But what I really want to get to is the game, see what the game environment is like, and so yeah.
Do you have any plans or anything you're looking at or for that, or are you still trying to figure that out?
I'm still just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. How's the relationship with Coach Hartline? I mean, he's stuck with it the whole time. He hasn't given up on you. He's kept at it. What do you think has made him maybe a successful recruiter? Obviously, two first-round draft picks here recently. What do you think has made him successful, and kind of what have your interactions with him been like?
I think it's just his background. He did it all. He made it to the NFL. He was one of them guys and he's still putting guys into the NFL right now. So his background and his character, you know, he's a cool guy. He has a lot of energy when he coaches, and that's what receivers like.
Got a bunch of South Florida Express guys they're recruiting. They've already got a couple commitments, obviously from Mark Fletcher, Cedric Hawkins, those guys. How hard are they working on you right now, or are they giving you some space?
Oh, Mark Fletcher works a lot. You know, every time he sees something about Miami, Alabama, he texts me, because I really don't tell him like I'm gonna go there, but I'd be playing around with them and things like that. So
now you're starting to troll him now about some other schools to just get him going.
Yeah.
You know, obviously other schools are recruiting you. You know, where are some other places you may take officials to this summer?
I got official set up to Alabama on June 3rd through the 5th. Looking to get some maybe USC as well. Looking for a date for them, and after that, we'll see. I have 2 other visits that I can still attend, and we'll see which school that'll be.
Gotcha. Alabama, obviously another school that does a great job with wide receivers. Who do you talk to, I guess, the most? What's your best relationship at Alabama? What do you like about them?
Probably Coach T-Rock and Coach Wiggins, probably the same amount we talk. It's just I like and they produce the receivers to the NFL the same way as Ohio State. So it's just the production to the NFL from there, and everybody always speaks highly of them, not only from the receiver position, but from every position. So, yeah.
And then USC, you did visit in the spring.
Yes, sir.
And then obviously with the Oklahoma move and things like that, a lot of familiarity with those guys there. What, you know, now that they're, you know, from Oklahoma to USC, what changes there as far as that goes? Does the extra distance matter to you, and kind of what does what is appealing to you about USC?
I think the only thing that's different is the distance. That's really it. Every coach stay the same. Actually, the environment is actually better than Oklahoma, in my opinion, because you know it's LA, and it's just. I mean, when I was there, I felt like another home away from home as well. So yeah.
And this last thing here, as you do the officials, how do you separate Ohio State from USC from Alabama? Because you can visit them all, but you can only play for one.
It's a good question. To be honest, I don't even know yet. We'll see which one stands out the most. So stay tuned.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate you doing this. Good luck here the rest of spring, and we'll see. Sounds like you'll be up at Ohio State here in about a month.
Yes, sir.
All right.